if you remember from the other night. I think at this point I was heading off to find something at the bottom southeast of the map where there was a controlled fire going on. Beyond that, to be honest, I don't remember a whole hell of a lot. Hey? It's uninverted my y-axis. Always invert your y-axis. That's how pilots do it. Pilots no more. Right, let's see. That's where we're going. That's... it's a bit of a jaunt, isn't it? Right, well, we want to go east. East, and then south, and then south and south. Basically, south a lot till we're down the bottom, but we'll know what we're doing by then. I imagine there will have been some form of communication to that kind of game. So yeah, I managed to remember what the game that I've been trying to remember the name of all the way through the last stream. It was called The Long Dark, and actually it's available on sale at the moment. Certainly for this week, it's in deals with gold or something. I think it's about 7 or 8 quid. I might pick it up just for fun.
I know we don't know what's going on yet, but I don't have a good feeling. I don't like feeling vulnerable. It's not like you can just call the police. I was thinking about the Goodwins. It just struck me that if anything weird like this happened to them, happened to Brian, just how scared he would have been.
Who are the good ones? Oh, that guy.
He had his dad to protect him. Ned, right?
Yeah.
You don't think he could?
No, you're probably right.
It was 3 years ago. He's in high school now. He's on summer break.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, he isn't. He's here because I've seen films and played computer games before. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Oh, is that my tower? Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, I should have actually hung right a bit further. I'm back and check my house. Why is I'm supposed to be going? Cute little butterfly. Right, I am heading from here. South-southeast. So... ah! There we go.
Whoa, the June fire isn't going anywhere, huh?
No, that's why those guys came out to burn that line. It's at the stage where all we can do is pay attention to it.
They're not gonna try to put it out?
Not yet, apparently.
Always hang on to the whiskey. It's just a good idea to hang on to the whiskey. I do like that. It's the kind of thing I do. Pop my hand up to catch onto something as I'm passing it. It's a nice little human touch. Now, where are we going? This way. Oh, lag. Do without that. Yep, this way. That's all the same at this point. Anyway, the game The Long Dark is essentially very much graphically like this. The only difference is that it's winter and you're in some kind of a sort of Alaskan, or probably not Alaskan actually. But anyway, the sort of high Canadian mountainy place. Where am I going? Across the river. Yeah, so this is basically places we've been before. And I got a view some books. Hmm.
I found where they did the controlled burn. I can hike right through here now.
Yeah, normally they wouldn't do that so close to a body of water, but I think they're extra worried about a fire jumping the river and burning up to 2 forks, now that there's someone in it.
Well, I'm extra appreciative of that.
Let's see. The scout camp is southeast of the river. There should be a pond on the way.
Got it.
That way!
What happens if a controlled burn gets out of control?
You're an idiot.
Someone gets fired.
LOL!
Ugh, are you serious?
Oh, come on. That one was an honest accident. I'm not even in the mood for wordplay. That's how wound up all this shit has me.
There's some old snowmobiles out here.
That's crazy.
Looks like one of the poor bastards was cruising across this pond and dumped it.
That was not a fun hike back to civilization.
Whoa, someone stripped these snowmobiles down to the bone.
Huh.
I mean, that's weird, right?
I mean, I can come up with a bunch of not weird reasons someone would do that out here, but given what's happened, yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
There's an old pond out here, not much more than a pile of mud. Do you have it on your map?
Yeah, I know where you are.
Yeah, where am I?
Pork Pond. There used to be a sign up for it, but, well, folks kept stealing it.
Imagine that.
Because it's called Pork Pond.
It's a good goddamn name. That sign would look great in a den, or, you know, anywhere.
You say so, love. Right, now, interestingly, I'm pretty sure we couldn't cross that fire break earlier in the game, because I'm fairly certain this is exactly where I came down. I don't think I could get anywhere past that cache, but... Cache, as well. Is it cache or cache? I've never worked that out. Who knows? Right. I think I'm going to go west, because I'm like that. Westward, ho! Yeah.
So, is the scout camp anywhere near Pork Pond?
Yeah, it is. Just keep heading east. You'll cross a small ravine, and you shouldn't be able to miss it.
Pork Pond. 2 seconds. And we are back. Slight technical issue. Now, east. No, west. Sorry, west. Westward ho! Dun, 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 dun. I don't actually know any sort of songs about travelling west. I'm assuming there's going to be nothing of interest over here. Or if there is, I'm not going to be able to actually interact with any of it because it's that kind of game. That is a cool tree. Clearly, that tree is going to be important at some point in the story. Because it's... I can't talk about the big tree in the sea. Clearly, it is important later. Right. Did I say there's another cache here? It's a John. I'm invariably going to have to come back this way. Because I've played games before. Would I recommend this game to people? Probably. I think I probably would. I spend much on it, less than £10. I think for that price it is definitely worth it. It's definitely the kind of thing where I would quite happily spend that kind of money on it. Whether I would spend a full release price for something like this, not so much.
The bridge to the camp is out.
Damn.
I'm gonna walk the ravine and see if I can find some high ground to get across.
Good plan.
Similarly, like I said, the Long Dark, which again, as I said, I might just pick that up. I think it's only about £7 or £8. Might pick that one up. Is a similar sort of concept, but well, there's no story involved. I mean, I think there is. You can sort of do a story, but it's one of these survival style games, you know, that are so prevalent on Steam and early access. So your kind of your Ark or your Rust or whatever, those kind of games, the ones that tend to start early access and cost some daft amount for the alpha, and then end up not being particularly good, and then eventually turn into something someone likes, but by then the people who all started at the beginning are either sick to death of it, or well, that tree's going to come down at some point, clearly. I'll be my way back. Yep. Oh, I don't have an axe. Okay, clearly I'm going to need an axe. I wonder who would have an axe in this game where I don't think I'm ever... Is that a shed? Oh, Peach.
I'm at the camp.
Great. Have a look around. If anyone's still there, they might be able to help.
I'm gonna sound crazy.
Maybe you just ask them to help you get inside the fence. If I didn't know it was out there, they probably don't either.
This place looks dead, but I'll see what I can find. You ever talked to any of the scouts?
No, they haven't been out here in a while, and I generally don't have a lot to say to preteens.
Unless it's Brian Goodwin.
Well, if forced, I mean, I can make conversation with anyone. Plus, it was sort of fun to hear about all of his nerdy hobbies.
What type of nerdy hobbies are we talking about with him? Like marching band?
Aha!
Oh, no. Like comics, model rockets, wizards and wyverns, you know.
Ugh.
Hey, thanks to Brian, I can almost recall by memory the armor classes of most dragons.
The what? No, you can't.
Hey, planar dragon's armor class. Let's see.
Okay, no, I believe you. We're good. We're good. I guess these little shelters are where they keep the Weeblos.
For the past 35 years, yeah.
By Richard Sturgeon. I bet all these books are actually here somewhere, but for some reason it doesn't let me pick them up and rob them,
There are
as one
bear
would.
traps out here in the scout shelters.
Scouts are stalwart prey.
That's messed up.
Dun dun dun! Right. Nope. An evil symbol of some... Nothing much. Right. Also, wizards and wyverns. Yes, I see what you've done there. Might as well put that axe, eh? Shan't I?
Yeah, these guys are gone. I found where they were sitting around before getting picked up.
Damn.
Hey, Dee, they left something behind. It's like a memo from their boss.
Did it say anything of note?
Next few days, dropping into the thoroughfare on behalf of Dr. Simmons at Wapiti Station.
Wapiti Station?
Holy crap.
Keep reading.
Oh, I just thought I would maybe, stop there, let the mystery percolate.
My mother always said I would meet
Dun,
someone who'd give me a
dun.
taste of my own medicine.
They're running a research site out there. He was worried about wildfires.
Someone is writing down our conversations. And now we find out there's a research site out here that we don't know about? What are they researching?
Zombies!
I mean, you and I aren't very interesting.
Us. They're researching us.
You think they're studying you and me?
I do, yeah. I mean, maybe it's about studying two strangers who talk every day.
Like, if you put someone in isolation with someone else, what they do.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, fuck that.
Agreed.
I think we should
I
allow
thought he
for
was
the
joking.
possibility that this is all just a big misunderstanding, but
No.
God, if you saw what you said you did, fuck, Henry.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so what's next?
Well, I've got an axe, so I can figure out a way to get over the ravine and back towards the site.
My
Sounds good. Check
axe.
in when you can, and keep an eye out for anyone following you.
Haha! And my axe! Knew that would happen. What else can I hit with my axe? No. Oh, so I can actually go north here. So I want to go back to that place. This game might be a lot longer than I expected. I don't know how long this stream is going to be. I know I've been streaming for a wee while, but I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep streaming. I think an hour should suffice. So I think it's already been 10 minutes, or 15 minutes. Right, here we go. Chop it down a tree, yeah? It's a good thing this tree was, like, massively damaged to begin with. I'm not saying, yeah. Woo! I should also chop down that one. In fact,
I had a thought.
Let's hear it.
You heard someone in the bushes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's assume we're being tailed. Or you are, at least. Where are you right now?
Just on my way back, in and out of trees in the middle of nowhere.
Do you see anybody?
No, definitely not.
All right, so tell me what you think of this. Did you just cough?
No. Did you just cough?
No.
Oh, fuck. There isn't
wait.
any way someone, like, another lookout could be on this line, is there?
No. Not without tapping our radios. Get in your tower. Shut the door. Don't leave and don't use your radio. I'll call you. Understand? I will call you.
Aww. Right, the only problem with this is we don't actually know if she's the person from the other tower. So mysteries upon mysteries. Secondly, beyond that, I was in the middle of doing 3 things and now it's not letting me. Loading. I mean, I'm quite liking the mystery in this game, but...
Thoroughfare Tower, this is Two Forks calling you for the, 50th time today. The June fire continues to move in a southerly fashion. Lionel, for fuck's sake, answer your radio.
Hello, sunshine. Sorry, went out for a little bit. What can I do you for?
Are you kidding right now? Did you not stay up all night knowing that someone is...
I actually slept just great.
Okay.
By the way, I was wondering if your Flora of the Shoshone info poster was still up inside your tower?
What?
It's just protocol that those stay up. You know, info about your tower, the surrounding tree species, etc.
All right.
Just, you know, have a look at it. Make sure it's in ship shape.
Okay, yeah, it's
Report
up. Why are you
poster,
acting
like on a
this?
forum.
Great. Just wonderful. Do you see the tree in the top row, second from the left?
Sure. It's the,
No. You don't need to tell me. Just, internalize it. It's a great tree. And there's an area called, that tree's name in your sector that maybe you should take a midday hike to. Maybe.
yeah, okay.
He's an idiot.
Maybe I should go for a hike.
Nothing like
Whiskey.
an afternoon in the Rockies, I tell ya. Radio me the moment you get there.
Well, that'll be that interesting looking tree that I found earlier that I clearly wasn't supposed to kill. Now, I should take that post as well.
Which tree am I supposed to internalize again?
Top row, second from the left. Head to a place named after that tree, and you'll have a wonderful afternoon.
That's Henry and Julia. Or possibly just, you know, some kind of weird outtake from The Last of Us. Anyway, I'll stick it on the fire. On the stove. Anyway, never mind. Begone! Doesn't look good. So yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying about the Long Dark. I definitely think I might have to pick that up. Just because it is kind of what I imagine an open world version of this would be like. See, its ass might go there, but why can't I could just go straight back up there, but I might as well just do the game like you're supposed to. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I had a quick shot on the Long Dark before and ended up at some dam, being chased by bears and almost freezing to death. Obviously, this is the wrong weather for that kind of experience. There's gonna be some achievement for like taking books and leaving them all in the same thing, or taking one book from one place to another or something. I know. I've played games before. I'll look it up after it's finished. I don't like looking up things like this. I don't like spoilers. Spoilers are bad, and this fire is just getting worse, isn't it? Pop in. Just a little bit of pop in there. Now, I'm guessing she's left me a note. None of this nonsense like before when the guy managed to sneak up behind me. I'm there. I'm doing it. Radio once you get there was what she said. Well, I think I'm about as there as you can get. Am I missing something? Go to the creek. Aha!
I'm here at Cottonwood Creek.
Ah, you idiot.
You see the cash box there?
Must be around here somewhere.
It is. Find it and open it. I changed the code. It's 5678.
Are you kidding me?
I was in a rush.
Yep, info on the map, probably a good idea. Ha!
I've got it now.
Good. I spent all day getting you that radio. I hiked to a cash box, lied to a ranger, lied to another ranger, and hopefully you are now holding a clean, untapped radio.
Hopefully.
Holy fuck, Henry, we have to get into that site.
What the fuck is going on? People are listening to us?
I don't know.
Our radios are tapped? Are you fucking serious?
Our radios are definitely tapped. That's why I left you the one you just got.
How is this even possible?
I don't know, Henry.
What do you know?
You know that I'm scared.
Are there any other lookouts this is happening to? Someone else in on this? Anyone?
This is just happening to us. Everyone else is fine.
Are you sure?
Yes. I tried to bring it up to Chimney Rock, Elks Fork, and Beartooth Lookout, and every one of them got confused. Asked me if I'm okay and if I need to be relieved. Our fucking state coordinator asked if I was just having lady troubles. So no, this isn't happening to anyone else, and I'm done asking.
Am I just making all of this up? I mean, the eavesdropping, the spying, is this... Fuck, are you... Is any of this real?
What? Are you serious?
Maybe I'm just losing my mind.
What?
Maybe I'm losing my mind.
And maybe it's happening to me, and I'm imagining that I have a boss out here and that we're being spied on.
Henry.
Maybe there was something in the water, or our condo was underneath some power lines, and you, Delilah, you're not real.
Henry, think about her. If what happened to her were happening to you, you wouldn't even be able to realize it.
Okay.
Henry.
That's harsh, but fair.
I am real and this is happening. I'm as real as the sky is blue. Take a second and then call me back. I'm on your side.
This guy's kind of... Right, well. There's no point being here. Oh, okay. I had no idea. I've gone all the way back here when I could have actually just gone straight there to the medicine wheel. Ugh. Okay, I'll go back the quick way. Why can't I run with the map out? I can run with the map out. I'm a grown human being. Spooky noises. Spooky things. I still want to call her back. Maybe I just can't call her back beside the river. If not, I'm going to be annoyed.
thought of something not great.
What is it?
I filed a report that said that neither of us ever talked to or saw those girls, the ones that went missing a few weeks back.
Why?
Oh, shit.
My thoughts exactly.
Our radios were tapped. And now someone probably has a transcript of that entire conversation.
And I've filed a report that's a blatant lie.
Oh, and those girls are still missing.
Yep.
Fuck, Delilah.
She did it.
We really need to get to the bottom of this.
It was her. Oh, precious.
No. Apologies. Oh, I better clear this path. Oh, it's already clear. Oh, okay. Never mind. So I could have literally just walked up this way. That's fine. Yeah, I thought I heard a noise a minute ago. Sounded almost like a gunshot. I think it was actually an audio blip. That would be cool. Like, if anyone's ever lived in the country knows, you know, you hear gunshots, you hear this sort of just long, far away sort of noise. That's the kind of noise you really don't want to hear in a situation like this. Am I going the right way? Kind of. We worked out where the fire's coming from. Which way is that? That is due south from here. Due south, that's the way it's gotta be. Right, so basically, the fire is somewhere down between Foulmill Creek and Conwood Creek. Well, I'm sure, I'm quite convinced it will be important later. Oof, he says. Yep, we're all good. Good evening, viewery types. I hope you're enjoying this meander through the woods somewhere in Colorado. At least I think it's Colorado. I have to be entirely honest, my knowledge of American geography is limited at best, bordering on terrible. Not that I think that's important for this game. Now, I think, if I recall correctly, I need to go up this hill. Yep, I'm learning the place. I do like that once you finish the game, apparently there is an open free roaming thing, just to let you wander about the woods here, presumably in case you missed anything. Yeah, where are those creepy things? This guy's books. This is going to mean something later, isn't it? I'm sure it must be important actually to have read all these, but I haven't. I probably should have. And to be honest, I'm going. Oh, his mouth is America. That's clever. Yeah. Let me, yeah, bluntly honest. If I was playing this just myself, I would have probably sat and read through them. It's funny. I remember when I was younger, I would play games and always always, regardless, would end up, yeah, north. Okay. And would always end up reading through everything, like old games like the old Thief games, and System Shock and stuff like that. I would read every single thing that you'd find, all the in-game lore. Nowadays, not as much. I find not as much time. Weird. I'm really actually concerned about this, me having the camera thing. Because if I made a game like this, then the camera would be very important later on. Totally could have climbed that. Just pointing out here. See this rock? Anyone could have jumped that. Just saying, people who make games.
I smashed open the gate. Should I try to fix or hide this?
No, screw it.
Okay then.
This is all taking a bit of a Slender Man.
Ow!
Oh no, and he's allergic to wasps things.
I got stung by a bee.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
Yes, kind of.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're trying to reach Dr. Sims. He's on site from August 15th to October 15th. University-owned equipment is the responsibility of Dr. Johnson, not even Johnson. Johnson. Government-owned equipment is on the purview of Cat Ferdinand. Cat Ferdinand! Remember, this is a controlled area and issues. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yep, hang on to this. Have I got a torch? No, I don't. The thing I don't have in this game is a torch. And it's getting dark. This is not the good time to be doing this. Really? If this is some kind of science place, you don't think a scientist could have put down a couple of bits of wood over that? I mean, you know, I know often scientists not being good at practical things and all those sorts of classic cliches, but come on now, really. This music is not entirely dissimilar to the music on a film called Ravenous, which is also set on mountains, much like this.
Okay, I'm at the site. I don't see anybody around.
Lucky for us.
Yeah, lucky for us. There's some serious comms equipment out here, wireless stuff.
What do you mean?
I'm talking a big 20-foot tall transmission tower. And they can probably listen to whoever the hell they want. They're nestled down in this valley, which makes it impossible for you or any lookout to see them.
Clearly, they're up to terrible, shocking things. Oh. Check the switch in case. Oh no, a tree branch. Clearly that means something. I'm gonna be honest, if this suddenly turns into like Slender the Arrival, I will be seriously dischuffed, mainly just because Slender the Arrival, terrifying. And I'm not really in the mood to play something like that right now. I did pick up Outlast, which I don't really feel like replaying, but I might do for a stream.
Oh, they're doing something with the soil out here too. It's all gridded off.
Who knows what else they're up to?
And there's all sorts of contraptions and shit out here.
Like what?
dishes and stuff on metal legs. There are wires all over the place. I don't know. I'm not really up on high tech. This equipment is not stuff from the hardware store.
Rob them. Right, going into the tent is a terrible idea. Because going into the tent will invariably end up with me getting my head boinked in again. As happened earlier. And it's getting darker.
I'm in their main tent. I just wonder where they are. All of their stuff is here.
And they know you're there, so see what you can find and get out.
Okay, this thing is losing its mind, beeping like crazy.
I can hear it. What's it after?
I don't know. I'm gonna go find out. I found their main monitoring desk.
You should get out before they come back.
There's a box here with a dial. It has a needle, like it measures earthquakes.
You mean like a lie detector?
Yeah, I'm not sticking around to get hooked up to it. Okay. Shit. Got a map here that confirms they're tracking our people's movements. The map's got all sorts of paths and areas marked off on it. There are lines that...
Yeah.
look like some of the paths I normally take.
Are you positive it's you?
I'm not sure, but I think so.
No, it's animals in the local area.
Okay, so there's a log here that tracks the movement of 4 distinct
These people are
subjects.
idiots. This is clearly
You and me?
somebody studying like elk
Yeah,
patterns or something like
definitely.
that.
And I suppose you too.
What about the other two?
Maybe the missing girls?
Like, they're still out here and these people are following them?
Maybe. It's possible, right?
But then why haven't you seen them?
I don't know.
We'll talk this over and figure out how to get the hell out of here.
It's different groups of people.
Got a row of cots here.
I want to know what that thing finds. Look, you should get out before they come back.
I mean, this stuff looks like it just got lifted out of the space shuttle.
I have to tell you, if I found out this was NASA, I'd be a hell of a lot happier.
I'm in their main tent.
What's it like?
It's definitely some sort of monitoring station.
Green lights, distance, strength of signal, tone, source of signal. Alright, yep. Hey, cool. Compass. Right, it's in the tent, whatever it is. It's in the tent so that I can get hit over the head.
I think this thing is responding to something in this pile of crap on the desk.
Dig through it.
Okay, my mistake. We are being studied.
Are you shitting me?
What? What is it?
There's a folder of reports here.
What do they say?
They're assessments about the two of us. There's stuff in here about Julia.
Like what?
Stuff I didn't tell you. This is...
What does it say about me? You said there was one about me.
And it looks like they've been following me around. What I do when I'm out hiking? Jesus.
Henry, do you hear me?
You have a boyfriend, Javier?
What the fuck?
Wish you hadn't left that out.
I don't. I didn't. This is insane. I'm so sick of letting these people do this to us. We should just burn the place down.
That seems harsh.
Think about it.
Look, maybe that's what they want us to do.
What do you mean?
Maybe they're trying to push us to the point where we do something crazy. The grass is dry as hell here. It would go up in a second.
Well, now I'm thinking, what if you're right?
I just don't think we should do anything that we can't undo.
Well, maybe it's not the best idea.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best idea.
I'm so fucking wound up.
It's all right. I'm just gonna hike back. We have the wave receiver, and tomorrow we can figure out what to do.
Why would I head? Why wouldn't I head to my to her tower? That would make more sense. Or have her head to my tower. Okay, this has actually gotten way more interesting than I thought it was going to. Yeah. I can't remember the way back. I thought it was this way. Am I going mad? Ah! Head west. Oh, there we go. Oh, idiot. No.
Whoa!
That's ridiculous.
Oh, shit! Delilah, there's smoke coming from the site. I just climbed out of there and the bridge collapsed.
What the hell happened to you? It's definitely not the best idea.
It wasn't me!
What do we do?
We just call it in like any other fire.
And what about who started it? What about them?
The person who started it?
Yeah.
We're talking about people watching us out here who are now burning the forest and everything in it around us. I don't know what to do about that.
Except get the hell out.
Yeah.
Yes, get us the hell out of here.
I will.
And still day 77. I take this so I don't actually have to go all the way back. Fair enough. I should take photos inside the tent. I should take photos of the stuff, the pieces of paper, just in case. Not that the camera's probably going to make it through the whatever horrible fire is coming. I mean, I'm guessing there's a big fire on the way, being as the game's called Firewatch. Just kind of think that. That's right. Write your memoirs.
This receiver just picked something up.
What? What thingy? What now?
I found a device that picks up frequencies. It's how I found the reports last night, and it's going off now.
It just picked up a frequency?
Yeah, what could it be?
I don't know. You gotta find out.
Alright, I'm on my way now.
You know what I just picked up?
Whiskey.
No.
A fifth of Major Bueno tequila from the creek.
Thought she sounded drunk.
Are you drunk?
No! I am getting drunk.
Don't do that.
I know. Everything has gone to total shit, but you gotta live a little. You gotta allow, Hank.
No, you're right, Dee. I can't think of any good reason why you wouldn't want your decision-making inhibited right now.
My thinking is I could stay up all night worried I'm gonna lose my job because of the side fire, or I could not worry and let the chips fall where they may. It's not like there's any proof we were down there.
My thinking is I'm gonna follow this wave receiver.
Ooh, I like it when you think.
Ay. I'll just leave you alone with whatever these thoughts are.
Why is my radio off? I think the radio off is a bad idea. Also, going out in the burning woods in the middle of the night without a torch is probably a pretty bad idea as well. I get the sense this guy is not the brightest. Okay, so I don't actually need the compass anymore. It's nearby, whatever it is. When did this turn into, like, Condemned? Slenderman! Ooh.
Shit! What? Ah!
Ha!
I found some sort of supply bag, light camping gear, some clothes, and basics, but it was alarmed. I think that's what was making the receiver go haywire.
You're okay? It's not a trap or anything?
Yeah, I'm fine, but there's also a set of keys here. I don't know why they'd be hidden out here. They say Shoshone National Forest, Cave 452. Is that the one in the canyon?
Yeah, it is. Who the hell took them?
And what the hell is in that cave?
Okay, let's
Caves
just
up
think.
there.
Says the woman with a half a bottle of tequila in her belly.
Ah!
Maybe they're
I do have a
panicking
torch.
and we're preparing to beat it. The fire has them spooked, and we have new walkie-talkies, so we have the upper hand.
Yeah, well, it's hard to feel like you have the upper hand when you're standing in the dark in the middle of the woods.
Alright, west, north, squiggle.
Well, you're back in your tower. Maybe you need a drink, too.
I'm not in my tower.
I am looking at a man standing in your lookout.
Oh, you gotta be
It's not you.
kidding me.
Is not me.
Oh my god, go.
I'm going.
This way? I basically need to go, yep, this way. See, now's when I should have that music back on, that dun 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 music. Why can't I see the tower from here? Oh, no, that's not the right way. I'm going the wrong way. Ugh, idiot. Luckily, things in this game aren't time-based.
Hey, I got turned around. Is that person still there?
No, he's gone.
I'll call you when I get back.
I spoke too soon. How can she see that I'm in my tower when I can't see if she's in hers? Does she have a telescope or something? He's not hiding in the dunny. It's almost down.
I don't see anyone up here.
He was just there.
Let me guess.
It's a tape of us talking down at the site. It sounds like it was recorded from somewhere nearby.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and it sounds like we were the ones who burned it down and that it was your idea.
No.
We are screwed.
No!
Dee, just don't freak out, okay? Don't freak out.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening, Henry?
Well, you exist within a video game, so your life is going to be sucky. Day 78.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
It's going to be okay. We haven't done anything wrong.
Someone claiming to be Henry in Two Forks called a lookout in another sector early this morning and said that I knew what caused the Wapiti Meadow fire. So, I just got off the horn with that lookout who's wondering what I know, or that I'm an arsonist, or that I'm fucking losing it. Furthermore, I bet you don't have the only tape of us from last night, so someone has evidence to back it up. We need to find out what someone's been keeping in that cave.
I'm going down there now.
We don't have a lot of time left out here, and if we don't find some fucking answers, when they lift us out of here, it's gonna be in handcuffs.
We have to stick together, okay? Keep our story straight. From the first day with those girls to the person breaking in on our conversation, everything. We gotta be honest and consistent.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I know.
June fire is getting really bad. There better not be something weird like one of these times he's going to go down there, miss his hand there, and just fall. Because I feel that's being set up for something. Probably not, it's probably just standard animation, but... I do consider these things. Right. North. North. It's handy, this thing. course, it all begs the question of if I had set fire to the place, I imagine that would have just been a slightly different set of dialogue options. Oh! Are these pines new? I don't remember these pines. I don't remember the block trail either. Maybe this is the block trail right from the beginning. Oh, cool. I don't know if there are any other block trails. See, at this point of the game, if it hadn't given me days upon days upon days of mucking about, and not a lot else.
Huh. Look at that. Let's see. You look like a... Turt Reynolds.
Acapio! That was obviously going to be an achievement. It will outlive me. That's nice. Yeah. Sorry, the achievement thing actually said, it is a turtle, their average lifespan is 50 years, it will outlive you. That's good to know. The thing is, though, we don't actually know how old Hank is. Yes, I looked up, between the last stream and this one, I looked up, and in fact, yes, turns out Hank is in fact short for Henry. That was something I did not know, because I don't know anybody called Hank, and the only person I ever knew named Henry was a girl. So there you go. That has been your bit of pointless information for the day. Oh. I completely forgot. There was a way up here. I am a man, I climb rock. Yeah, more than a little concerned. It was somewhere around here. Where does that go? Oh. I have come the wrong way. Yep. Missed the cave, it's down here. But it all does look the same. Which is kind of normal for the countryside. Anyone who's ever... I could have just gone down there, couldn't I? Well, you know what? Nah. I'll do it this way. Drop down. Whatever happens, I've got to go down this cliff. There we go. Now I can just head straight down the valley. Straight across the riverbed. Yeah. And of course this begs the question, I bet the the bag that I found full of all the cool rope stuff actually belonged to these people. Yeah, east. Yes, I've remembered the difference between east and west, and now know which way I'm actually going. Honestly, can't believe that, but that's probably the most realistic moment in the game so far. I got lost because in a moment of panic, I went the wrong way. Just looking to see if there's any Slendermans. I really don't need a weapon. Let's do this nice and quiet. That's not nice and quiet, Henry, you idiot.
What the hell?
Let me guess, somebody just locked me in. Did I leave the keys in the door?
Delilah, someone locked me in the cave. Is this thing working? Delilah, send someone to the cave, please! Can't get any damn reception.
Maybe I should have said I was going into the cave before I jumped into the bloody cave.
Jesus, this is a big cave. Yes, yes.
Who's Pulaski? Well, the doctor from Star Trek. That still doesn't look very safe. Well, the bad guys in this clearly aren't Bond villainy, because if they were, they would have slightly better ways of doing this. I sense this is a setup to see if I'm stupid enough to go into this cave. This is mental.
It's freezing in here.
Well, you should have extra stuff in your bag then.
Is anybody down there?
No. I hope it's not those girls. It's been like 2 months. I sense if they're there, they're dead. This is all going a little bit Ella or Fanto here. Oh, wow. And then I can follow the lines back to civilization.
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, what is it? What did you find?
Nothing yet, because someone tried to trap me in there.
You saw someone?
No, someone slammed the gate behind me and then ran away. I found another way out, but if I hadn't, Jesus!
So you didn't find anything?
No, there's a spot where someone had sunk an anchor, but the hardware's gone now.
I don't have any climbing equipment.
I just have my ropes. I'm gonna hike back to Two Forks and see if I can find anything that could double as an anchor to use in the spot.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous.
Delilah, I just found an outcropping that someone was using as a little fort. I think it was Brian Goodwin.
Really?
Yeah, he built himself a real castle.
Literally.
Bunch of rocks stacked up. He made a wall and a perimeter.
God. Yeah, that's perfect.
You know, maybe he made it because he was afraid of them.
Whenever I think of Brian possibly going through this crap, I get sick to my stomach.
Yeah. Sorry. He was in the middle of really sprucing up the joint when they left.
Hmm.
10 points to Gryffindor.
There's a busted old toy out here, some sort of electronic game.
Yeah? I like Pong.
Everybody likes Pong. It's a little weird that he'd just leave so much of his stuff out here.
Well, maybe they were in a hurry when they left. Like
Maybe
I
they
said,
did.
He wasn't supposed to be out here.
Yeah.
They almost got busted. Brian liked to go out on the railing of the tower and wave at the planes that dumped water on fires, and I got a call because someone thought a kid was up in Two Forks. I lied, and just said it was Ned. If I ratted him out, they would have been forced to leave, and I don't know, I guess I just felt like I was saving him from whatever shitty life Ned was gonna bring him back to. Not that it ended up mattering.
Hey, remember that pack I found?
Back on your second day? Yeah.
I found a plan Brian drew about how he was going to get it back.
Oh, I'm sure it was quite elaborate.
It's some Wile E. Coyote stuff, I'll tell you that much. I found an old school folder. Brian was a hell of a doodler. Brian was doing a science fair project about bouncing radio waves off of a meteor shower.
Poor kid left his homework?
Yeah, he must have been pretty smart, huh?
Yeah, sharper than a lot of the grown-up knuckleheads I'm used to, yeah.
What, you're saying I'm one of those knuckleheads, is that it?
I wasn't, but, now that I think about it...
'Cause I know lots of stuff.
Oh, please, drown me in your surplus of knowledge. I've been waiting all these years for one as wise as you to take this job.
Well, that wait's over, sweetheart.
Call me sweetheart again, and you'll use that big sexy brain of yours to fill out your unemployment paperwork.
Sorry, boss.
That seems like a slightly weird comment for her to make, considering. Right. Do either of these people actually plan on keeping this job after they've been stalked and all kind of like weird stuff? That seems a little bit odd.
There's some grade A dork contraband here.
You found his pocket protector?
Hey, I've got one of those.
I guess a data sheet for one Gladius Silva, half-elf, armor 7.
Classic wizards and wyverns.
There's a ham radio schematic here, something Brian was working on.
Yeah, I think that was the one thing Ned did do with him. You know, tinkering on stuff like that.
There's also a postcard here from Brian to, I guess, his neighbor.
What's it say?
That he's with his dad and sorry he can't mow his lawn this summer.
Oh, gosh.
And also he was worried his dad didn't know when school started. I'd say that's a lucky break if I were him.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
No, because he's
Really
probably
seemed like
dead.
you know, with it, Dad.
Huh. Brian stole his dad's climbing gear, his anchors.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it is. I think he was gonna hide them in a cash box or something and never got around to it. I mean, he left a note for a ranger to find them and send them back to him in Nebraska.
Because he hated climbing?
Yeah, it sounds like Ned was pushing him and pretending to lose his anchors was the easiest way to put a stop to it.
I hope it worked. God, what an asshole.
Yeah. Man, that is the sort of thing that would have caused me to catch a beating growing up.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it past old Ned.
I think we can all see where this is going. baton. Most gratuitous use of batons since I am alive, which is an awful game. Game with such potential and is not very good.
What
Which
do you
I
think is in there?
don't care.
There's got to be something. Why else try to kill me? I don't know, really. I mean, we got to find out. What do you think?
Whatever it is, they don't want you telling anyone about.
They closed the door when they could have just...
Bashed your head in with a rock or chopped you up with a
Are you serious with this shit right now?
hatchet. God, are you sure you want to go back in there?
Am I sure I want to go back in there?
No, I think I'm probably good. Bring on jail.
You'd probably just get probation. I'd be the one stuffed away in the Lusk Women's Prison for the next 10 years.
Well, Orange is the New Black has taught me that women's prisons are actually pretty fun places. That might not be true. I'm going to go around this way, because despite the fact of now knowing the way out, it would make more sense to open the door.
Oh, also, those girls turned up. Looks like you didn't kill them. Nobody did. They took some farmer's tractor for a joyride down in Riverton and, landed in jail.
Damn it.
Those girls really did a number on you, huh?
No, I'm glad they're not dead, but it also means that they weren't a part of what's going on.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. You just have to keep searching.
Yeah.
Because I have to do everything. You know what there should be? Dear makers of video games, there should be a second game in this series where you get to play from her point of view and other stuff. That would probably suck, but I'm just saying. Take it that's a scramble point. That's not up. No, there's a rope hook point up there. So at some point I could or should have gone up there and roped my way down. Okay, I'll bear that in mind for when I'm free playing it. Or the next time. This is one of these games that's a bit like sort of the Assassin's Creed series or something, where it becomes clear later on that there's some things that you should do early on and some things that are really best left till much later in the game. And in this case, maybe... How do I ensure this door does not close behind me? You think this time I would do it that way? I would just... I'm watching. Nothing about this is going to be good, is it? Ah, probably going to find young Brian down this hole, along with his dad, who fell and broke his neck trying to... Oh, this is going to be depressing. Can I get through the other bit as well? Though kudos to the guys who made this game for making a game where I'm genuinely unhappy about having to do this and go through this bit just purely because I have a feeling I'm going to find something horrible and it's depressing. No. That's for the... There's nowhere to drive a bit on into. Always worth a check. A point of note, me playing games, I will always try and go what I think is the opposite way to the way the game wants me to go, because I hate it when you play a game and you get to a certain point and then it goes, oh no, you finished that bit, and then loads the next bit and you can't go back, even if there was another route you could have gone down, and nothing in the game tells you which way you should have gone. That irritates the hell out of me. I would probably be putting ropes up here. Again, I would not be just randomly dropping down this place because it's a terrible idea. These better not be bloodstains. Hmm. Let's get this over with. Oh, God.
Ah, shit. You... Oh, God. You're probably a good one. You fell. Your stuff gave out. Oh, you poor fucking kid.
I don't want to step over his dead body. It's bad luck. I climb over. Yeah, this is totally the, exactly what happened in Elefanto. No, they're not footprints. Of course, the thing is, if he could have just climbed out here, why did he bother trying to climb up there? Does that mean the dad's the guy wandering around, gone nuts? What's the name of that game? Is it Layers of Fear? Where there's things behind you sometimes, and if you turn round, it gets you, and if you don't turn round, you survive. Sometimes. It's kind of clearly stolen a lot of ideas from the PT demo that came out. But that was another walking simulator. Oh. Is this not? No, it's just similar. It looks like the same place we were a minute ago, but it can't be. Because if it was, I would have found the way down there easier. The first time. Oh. I can't close the game myself.
Hey, D.
There you are. I've been worrying my ass off.
Hey, I'm sorry, Delilah. I'm so sorry.
About what? You're freaking me out.
He's in there.
What are you saying, Henry?
The only thing in the cave is Brian. He's dead. His body is in the cave, Delilah.
Gotta be fucking kidding me. How does that... What? I don't... How?
Climbing, I think, or made to look like a climbing accident.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just what it was. I mean, he was probably exploring the cave and maybe his rope gave out. But whoever locked me in there probably didn't even know about him. I'm sorry, Delilah. I'm so sorry.
He'd be alive if I had told someone he was out here. I don't know where he'd be, but I can assure you it would not be rotting at the bottom of that cave. There's nothing to say. Hike back. I think we're leaving tomorrow anyway.
Clearly. Right, I've got to be entirely honest here. She has not painted herself with glory throughout this game. And yes, if those two teenagers were dead, it was her, or had died somewhere, it was her fault because she put in a false report, even though I told her not to. And she's done the same thing again. She is clearly not a good person, or somebody who is so terrified of getting in any trouble that she's willing to risk other people's safety over it. So, no, nae sympathy for you, Delilah. Of course I'm gonna hang like that. Right.
See that plane?
No, I was just busy packing up.
Well, there's gonna be a lot more. The service says this thing is 2% contained.
Well, is this the June fire or the site fire? Or...
Well, the two fires merged into one unmitigated disaster. They're renaming it after my lookout. You about packed up?
Shouldn't we talk for a sec, about things?
About
I should
what?
take all this stuff. It's all gonna get burned.
About what happened to Brian.
I don't have much to say. I'm fine. I'm sad. I'm whatever. I keep thinking about him down there, and I just want to get far away from here.
What can I do?
We just have to wait for the helicopters.
Okay.
Until then, could you follow that signal? Maybe?
Holy crap. Yeah. Oh my god.
We don't know what it is. It could be nothing.
Yeah, it could also be whoever was listening to us, whoever made the tape.
Okay. Yeah, look, you should pack up everything in case we get the call and you can't come back.
All right, look, if something happens...
I'll remember you.
I was hoping you'd have a backup plan or something.
Yeah, okay, I'm probably gonna move to Canada. Ontario, maybe.
No, I meant if something happens to me.
Right, if you don't find out who made the tape and I have to hit the road.
Forget it.
Be safe, Henry.
Jesus. Ooh! Grab on that time. There we go. Should always grab on, mate. Looks like the same place. Nearby the same place. Use my energy. God, I thought there was somebody moving there, it was just that tree.
What's your status?
I think I'm getting close.
Alright, well, I just got word that they are coming to get us. My place.
You sound worried.
No, it's just...
Brian?
I'll coordinate with the evac team and let you know when to head towards the tram. It's north. Far. Past where you found that cut back in May. There's an emergency tram out there that will let you hike to the rendezvous point at my lookout.
I really shouldn't be doing this on the edge of a major fire. Apart me any bullshit like somebody hits me over the back of the head while I'm climbing down on these ropes. That's been annoying me all through the game.
Someone left a rope for me to climb up. I'm down near the lake.
How do you know it's for you?
There's a tracking collar tied to it. Someone was leading me here. And there's another tape.
Oh my god, Henry.
What if I didn't bring the Walkman with me?
Yeah, hi, Henry. Hey, you better find this before it burns up. We've been causing each other a lot of headaches. Now I gotta go stake out a site that's as fit for living as the one you're about to find. You'll get it when you see it. You can't blame me for keeping an eye on you. Not after bumping into you back in May. Down by the cave, for croc's sake. I've been up here for 3 years. I kept it cozy. Winters are harsh as hell. I ran out of books. But I got that antenna rigged up, and Delilah, she's a record you don't gotta flip. I kinda get why Brian took to her. About a week ago, I stopped worrying about you finding anything out, and that's right when everything went shithouse with you two. You guys don't know anything about having kids. Nobody knows nothing. It ain't Andy and Opie walking down a lake to fish every afternoon. It ain't Mayberry. But you gotta know I didn't kill him. All right, we were climbing. I was teaching him. Brian was uneducated in the way to do anything. He just fucking didn't sink his anchor the right way. You know, I thought about going back, having to answer questions, and having to get him put in the ground, and I didn't see the point. Don't come looking for me. Sorry about your wife.
We found the surveillance operation.
Okay, what does that mean? What is it?
It was Ned Goodwin. He was the one listening to us. Just him.
Ned Goodwin. He made the tape?
Yeah. He's gone deeper into the Shoshone. He doesn't want anyone to know he's out here.
Because he killed Brian. Because he killed his fucking son. You need to get back here. They say the helicopters are making rounds.
Okay.
Could you set out a forest fire somewhere like this?
He wrote down everything he did to us. Everything he did every day. He was scared shitless.
I bet.
Goodwin was the one who wrote the reports I found at the site. Nothing, just some of Brian's stuff. Brian was a nice-looking kid.
Yeah.
Well, not to be cold and harsh about this, but I am totally, totally taking practically everything from here just in
You should see
case.
some of the stuff he was working on. I guess he had a lot of time on his hands. This boombox looks familiar.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I don't know what you want me to say. We're in the middle of a fire that is at 22,000 acres and growing. Fast.
It's gonna burn all of this up.
Well, take a picture if you're so keen to remember it.
You're not?
I don't know.
I'll save that last one.
He had quite the view. He could see my lookout. Yours too.
Right. Hike north. Head north, John. So I do want to go that way. But I can't go this way, can I? I'm going to have to go back to go forwards. Maybe I can go back and then head west. Surely, if he'd lived up here all this time, there would have been a few rope hooks. I mean, I presume this is the one that I came up. There'll only be one, obviously, in the game because it doesn't want you to get lost, but... In actuality, someone with any common sense, not this guy has any common sense, would have done that instead. Right. Can I get... Screw it, just go straight through the canyon. I don't really want to be going any further west than I absolutely have to, but...
I know I should be relieved. Relieved that there's no evidence of us starting that fire. Relieved that we're not crazy. That there wasn't some conspiracy. But I'm not. He was a sweet kid. With a shitty father who hid out here like a coward after dumping him in a hole.
I think that Ned loved him. He still had his photo, you know?
I don't want to hear it.
He obviously didn't want to forget him. He just didn't know what to do.
Henry, not knowing what to do isn't okay. When you're supposed to look after someone,
You figure it out.
Yes. And Ned Goodwin is a shithead who is incapable of figuring... Sorry. God, it would have been so easy to tell the truth and have him sent home. I can't stop thinking about it.
It's 'cause it's all your fault.
You didn't do anything wrong. You said it yourself.
I don't
It
really
was
think
Ned's
that.
job to look after him.
Yes, I did. And now I've got to decide whether I tell people that he's down there so they can retrieve the body or not. And if I do, I'm going to be asked about Ned Goodwin.
D?
Oh, fuck.
Is that a helicopter?
Yeah, hold on.
Either that or it's an AK-47. Well, at least she
One
didn't.
second. Hey, they're here, but they're making rounds. They'll come back. I think I'm gonna go with them.
Wait, just wait, okay? I'm not that far.
Henry, they're here. They're waiting right now.
Please.
Henry, I don't want to meet you and just sit here in a dead boy's shadow. Okay, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to burn to death
Sounds harsh.
in a fire.
Okay, I'll wait.
I'm not far.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. How many acres of fire she just said there was 2 minutes ago? Delilah is not a person you want to get to know. She is a weird, crazy person. Oh, 6 now, so. Looks like this area has already been burned. It looks like I'm getting lower at the ground somehow. Ah, but look, the new life has grown up. New trees have grown in the shadow of the old. I'm not far, he said. Just, well, maybe kind of a bit. Nope. Oh, okay. It's better not be one of these things where it turns out she would have lived if I'd let her go. Now that we're both gonna die because I have a thing suspicion it might be. I don't see there being a happy ending of this. Crack. Boom. Died. No? Okay. I do feel kind of sad leaving this place. Although I feel like there could have been more than... oh god. Well, I sort of expected something to happen there. Anything to happen there. Maybe I should have said something to her before I got in the cable car. Oh! I have no map. So where did I just come from? Where's the cable car I just came from? Let me orientate myself, game. Oh, okay, I'm apparently somewhat further. Aww. That's sweet. She got one of those weird statues now. Those weird cardboard people. Maybe she threw her one away
It's
though.
a nightmare out there. Hello? Delilah! Damn it.
She got to read more interesting books than me. Okay. Oh look, people keep stealing that sign. I think you keep stealing that sign. Apple and peanut butter. Slippers. I guess.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Hi. Yeah, it's me.
You're not here.
No. Don't be mad.
I'm not.
I just couldn't be out there for another minute.
I get it.
You do?
I think so.
Hey, it shouldn't take long for the helicopter to reach you.
Okay.
There's a debrief in a situation like this. Lots of questions.
Shit. So, taking stock, we found out an old lookout killed his only son and decided to become a lonely hermit.
Yes.
And we prevented one fire?
Basically started another.
Okay, so that's a wash.
I'll have to figure out what I'm doing every summer from now on that isn't this.
You're not coming back?
No.